What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve Natto, and I want to thank you all for stopping by the channel today. We have a great video lined up talking about my top 4 websites to pick up the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red this Saturday on its release day of May 2nd for a retail price of $200. So this is a shoe that's been, rumored for a while. We officially have the release coming this Saturday, and it's a shoe that a lot of people are trying to get their hands on, me included. I think it's a great looking sneaker. We haven't seen a Jordan 5 release in a little bit now, and I think it's a really, really good looking shoe. So I want to lay it out for you guys, give you guys my top 4 websites where you guys can go and try and pick up these sneakers at retail price. I think if you follow kind of my steps, instructions, and tips, you guys will have no problem picking this up for that retail price of $200 from one of these websites, maybe even more than one. So that's what we're gonna dive into today. You guys can also check the link in the description down below for my site list. So all 4 of these websites, as well as plenty others, are gonna be included on that list. It's in the description, and you guys can feel free to check that out throughout the week and Friday night or Saturday morning to see the full list of where these sneakers are gonna be dropping. So I have that curated for you guys down in the description down below. But I don't even want to waste too much more time. I want to jump into this and not make this too long of a video. I'm going to walk you guys through 4 different websites, give you guys my kind of tips, opinions, and tricks on how to pick up, the new shoes when they drop from these 4 different websites. So let's get into it. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's go and start talking about the Jordan 5 Fire Red. All right, so here we go. We're on to site number 1. This is going to be the Nike Sneakers app, or the Sneakers website from desktop here. And this is just, the easiest and first place to always check out for sneakers releases just like this one. You can see the Air Jordan 5 at $200 retailing and dropping on May 2nd at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So all you have to do is literally create a profile, include your shipping information, your payment information. Do that before the drop on Saturday so it's already preloaded in there, and just be ready to click the Buy It Now button. It tells you in like 3 minutes whether or not you got the shoes or not. Honestly, there's a very good chance that if you're on it right at 10 a.m., get in your entry and, try for whatever size you want to get, there's a very good shot you could get them. There's going to be a lot of stock on these shoes. However, there is a lot of demand, but Sneakers always has a lot of pairs. And if you guys just give it a shot and try to, pick them up from Sneakers, you'll have a very, very good shot. If Sneakers, doesn't work out for you, or you want to try for multiple different websites, the second one I'm going to talk about here is Finish Line. So Finish Line doesn't have the page loaded yet. All you have to do basically is kind of refresh the page 10-15 minutes before, or refresh the website 10 or 15 minutes before the sneakers go live. So they should be releasing at 10 a.m. Eastern, the same thing. But again, check that link in the description down below for my site list. I'll have the updated information there for you guys. But basically, Finish Line puts you into a virtual queue, so a waiting line, and all you have to do is just kind of wait through that queue. It's going to take some time. It could take 1 minute, it could take 30 minutes, but if you allot a little bit of time, you will likely get through and be able to purchase, your pair of these. So it's pretty straightforward. There isn't much you have to do. You just have to get a little lucky. But if you pair that with the Sneakers app and then just have Finish Line open and, let the queue sit, and eventually you might be able to get through and pick up a pair from there as well. So beyond Finish Line, the third site I want to talk about is Snipes here. So Snipes is, it used to be Kicks USA, but was now bought by the European retailer Snipes. So this is kind of in the Northeast United States. They operate in the same way as Finish Line in that they have a virtual queue and waiting line. So, you just hop onto the website, the queue is going to be live, another 10 or 15 minutes before the drop actually happens. So this should be dropping again at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And all you have to do is just hop onto the page and let the, waiting line pretty much go through. It'll tell you when it's your turn to go on the site, and you just head over to new arrivals or just search up the shoe and you'll be able to find it and check out your size. So again, sizes could be sold out by the time you get into the queue, but I'm telling you, just pair it with everything I'm talking about here. Do the same thing for Finish Line, try on the Sneakers app, and one of these is bound to hit. There's a lot of these Jordan 5s out there, and if you just kind of pay attention, are on the pages at the right times, you'll have a very, very good shot at picking them up. And the last one is Foot Locker here. This is a little bit more difficult to purchase from, unfortunately. You would think it would be sort of the other way, but Foot Locker tends to be a little tougher in that on the release page, the page isn't live yet, but again, check that site list or head over to the release calendar. You'll see the page live on Friday, the day before. But basically, if we go to just a product that's in stock right now, I'll show you what it looks like. There's going to be a countdown timer for the sneaker on Saturday. All you have to do is just wait for the timer to end and basically have your size pre-selected. Just pick your size, and as soon as the timer ends, there's going to be a timer right under the Add to Cart button. Just push Add to Cart as soon as you can. It might give you an error. It might tell you they're sold out already. Just try again for another minute or two to add it to your cart. If after a couple minutes you add it to your cart and nothing's happening, then I would step away from Foot Locker and kind of worry about the other sites, the queue on Snipes, the queue on Finish Line, and hope that your entry on sneakers might have gone through. But if you just sit there right at 10 as soon as the timer goes off and you push add to cart, there's a really good chance you could be able to add it to your cart and then just check out and secure your pair. So those are the 4 websites. That's gonna wrap it up for my tips and tricks. They're pretty straightforward, but something that goes along with all of them here is to just practice on the websites, get familiar with them, practice adding things to your cart, checking things out. You don't have to go all the way through the process, but just get familiar with the websites. Don't go on there on Saturday and never have looked at the site before. It's just gonna be a little bit more difficult. It's worth it to just kind of get familiar with everything and follow these tips and tricks that I've kind of explained to have the best shot at picking them up. So as always, definitely try on sneakers, have the waiting lines and queues up on Finish Line and Snipes, and try to add to cart as soon as possible on Foot Locker. And one of those, maybe multiple of them, will have a very, very good shot at working out for you. Please let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. This is just sort of a beginner's guide to, picking these shoes up. These are 4 very basic and achievable ways to be able to pick up the shoe. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and again on Saturday if you were able to pick them up. I'd love to know, but hopefully this video helped you guys out. I really appreciate you guys stopping by the channel and checking out this video today. If you guys liked it, feel free to drop a like and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything that I post here on YouTube. But that's going to wrap up the video for today. So thank you one final time, and I'll catch you guys again real soon on the next video.